The prize wheel. Goal. My goal is to build a prize wheel. Each LED is assigned a certain number. The LED lights will flash colors when the button is when the button is pressed. It would stop at whatever LED it flashes. Then, and the higher number, the better the prize. Design. My design is a circular prize wheel which flashes different colors. When the button is pressed, whatever number it lands on, there would be a prize based on that. Build. 1. Raspberry Pi. 2. Breadboards. 3. Cardboard. 4. A laser cutter. 5. Paint. 6. A marker. 7. 33 male/female wires. 8. 10 LEDs. 9. 1 push button. 10. 11 resistors. 11. 2 male-to-male wires. And this is my code. So basically, in the first part, we set it up and we assign the LED numbers. And then after that, we time.sleep so it flashes every single time. Test. I've tried 2 to 3 times. Some problems I ran into are wiring issues, or I forgot to plug in my negative wire to the volts. Rethink. If I were to rethink, I would add another button to reset the wheel so that the lights start blinking again. Play. So as you can see, these lights start blinking, and when I push the button, whatever LED it lands on a certain LED.
Can you play it again? Okay. So one thing you didn't mention was that you used something called an interrupt. So do you remember what we used it for?
No.
So it interrupts, right? It interrupts the loop because remember it's the time.sleep. We can't check every second because the code is doing something else. It's waiting. So instead we use something called an interrupt. When the button is pressed, it's going to completely stop the whole code and then say, okay, pay attention here, and then go back to your code. So let's go back to the code. No, it's right there. Your code. So yeah, you see too much. Your setups. Yeah. So you see the last setup. You have an event. So event detect. So that is an interrupt. So there you are using button 1 as an interrupt. So when the button is pressed, you're calling a function called button press. Yeah. So that's the important part about the new thing you learned for the code. Okay. Does anyone have any questions for her? All right, let's go around the applause.